Recording in progress.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the BOCC statutory meeting. Today's date is Tuesday, July 14th, and the time is 9:01 a.m. We will call this meeting to order. First up, we have the Pledge of Allegiance. Paula, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We will take attendance, beginning with Mr. Hirsch.
Hirsch, County Attorney's Office.
Paula McFeeters.
Zach Swearingen.
Miles Lucero.
And thank you to everybody else in attendance. Are there any modifications to today's agenda?
There are none.
I will ask for a motion to approve today's agenda.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. We have three proclamation, or actually, we'll get into public comment first. I've got two folks on the form that we leave out front, but if anybody else wants to speak for public comment, just let me know. First up, we have Dave DeCenzo, and we just ask that you state your name for the record and try and keep it to 3 minutes.
Dave DeCenzo. I have these for. So I really want to talk about Pueblo's reputation. It's been over 100 years, we're known as the Steel City. And we lost some of that 44 years ago when we had the big layoff at the mill, and things have gone less economic development. So what I have here is the openings of a plan to change our reputation to be Pueblo is the power center of the Front Range. So what I would think we want to do is plan and prepare get all the permits and state legislation and everything we need to do so that we could be the town that supplies all of the coal-fired plants that we have in the state. And there's 3,600 megawatts of them. And there's 8,600 megawatts of gas-fired plants. So if we can, be prepared and have our nuclear power stations ready to go. So what this plan calls for is to replace all 1,200 megawatts with 17 nuclear power plants, built one after another with the same construction crew. They move from the first one to the next one. The earth movers move to the second unit, then the third unit, and the concrete people follow behind. And the welders come in and weld up everything, and the pipe fitters and everything. So we'll have decades of construction and operation. And it could be the next 100 years of operation where we supply the whole state. The legislation doesn't seem like it's going to change to get away from coal. So I think it's a pretty solid customer market. But what it requires is a group of people to get together and get the plan done. Now, if it is Puebloplex, which is in the county's jurisdiction, we'd have to work with the departments that would regulate that. And the biggest issue, of course, is the water table is not that deep. And so it has to be engineered and test holes drilled to find out where the water table actually is, give some engineering margin, and then have the sites ready to go. But the big thing is that there's the reactor that's mentioned in this plan is called NuScale, and it is smaller, so you can build as many as you need depending on the demand and put them into the constructed plants. But the reactors have to be built. Currently, they come from South Korea, and they're transported over the ocean, obviously, and then by rail in 3 pieces. They're 700 tons, but there isn't any reason that we couldn't build them here in a plant here. And that would be 200 reactors. If they produce one a month, that's almost 20 years of fabrication, assuming you don't sell them to anybody outside of the county. So anyway, that's it. And I'm going to hold a town hall in at the Blowback Gallery for people who want to come and understand more. I've got an 8-page presentation here that I'll give at that town hall.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Dave.
Next up, we have Brendan. And then again, if anybody wants to speak after, just let me know. Did you wanna speak, Brendan?
Yes.
Okay, come on up. Got it. Okay, okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Well, that'll bring us into is there anybody else who would like to speak for public comment? Seeing none. That'll bring us into our proclamations. We have, 3 proclamations today. The first, so I guess we can all take one.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll take this one.
okay. So that'll bring us to the, naming July 17th through the 26th at Pueblo County Fair Days. You want me to take that one then? Yeah.
Yep.
Proclamation, Pueblo County Fair Days, July 17th through the 26th, 2026. Whereas the Pueblo County Fair will be held July 17th through the 26th, 2026 at the Colorado State Fairgrounds. And whereas more than 250 4-H and FFA youth entered in over 1,200 classes and projects ranging from livestock, which includes sheep, goats, swine, beef, poultry, and rabbit, the dog show, horse show, general consumer science, baking, clothing, leathercraft, photography, woodworking, and many more, and shooting sports. And whereas 4-H and FFA provide opportunities for Pueblo youth to learn citizenship, leadership, and sportsmanship. And whereas the Pueblo County Fair continues to encourage participation and recognition of the varied accomplishments of Pueblo County youth through a partnership with the Pueblo County Extension Office and Future Farmers of America. And whereas the Pueblo County Fair provides opportunities for residents to learn about agriculture, livestock, and various arts and crafts. Now, therefore, we, the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Pueblo, Colorado, and the City Council of the City of Pueblo, Colorado, by the authority vested in us, do hereby proclaim July 17th to the 26th, 2026 as Pueblo County Fair Days in the city and county of Pueblo. So, thank you. Now you can come up and speak if you want. And anyone else who would like to speak on behalf of this proclamation.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Braden Pfeiffer. I am the president of the Pueblo County 4-H Leadership Society. And on behalf of everyone that takes part in our Pueblo County Fair, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you so much. This is a great opportunity that our 4-H and FFA youth get to be a part of. And just like all the projects that you had listed off, each and every one of those project areas gives kids these great opportunities to really be a part of something, and it really allows them to build all these skills that they'll take with them for the rest of their lives. The Pueblo County Fair has been a big part of my life. I have been a part of the shooting sports program for 8 years now, and I have built a lot of great skills and met a lot of great people. And this is my last year. So I will be aging out, but I look forward to coming back and giving back to the community that built me. But thank you guys so much for all that you do and that you've been a part of this process, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very
well
much.
said. Thank you.
Yeah, well said. And I mean, you've been a face around there for quite some time, so I appreciate your effort, and everybody, all the kids that participate and all the adults that participate. As we sat up here and said the other day, just with the fires, it was very encouraging to see the fair board and everybody involved come together and rally and be able to have a county fair. I mean, it's a little bit altered, but I mean, to have one nonetheless is pretty cool. So
Mr. Chair,
yeah,
since we have the appropriate folks in the room, would it be appropriate to give kind of a high level overview of the things that are changing for this year's fair?
Sure.
If you guys are comfortable doing that?
when you guys want to come up to the mic and give a brief rundown?
Hello, Cherie Schaefer. I'm the director at the CSC Extension Office. Very high level, some big changes that we're having are we did unfortunately have to cancel a lot of the big public events such as the concert, some of the Longhorn shows and stuff like that, just because of the volume of people that would be entering the fairgrounds. But all livestock shows will be happening. We won't be overnight stalling of animals. That's kind of a big change, but the shows will happen. Community open class is one public event that is still on. So anybody who has, baking or things from your garden, maybe a quilt or something that you made, can still come and enter that this Sunday in the event center. All 4-H and FFA kids who were doing exhibits, that's still on. We found an alternate location for horse show at Diamond J Equestrian Center. So all shows, all projects will still be shown as normal. Really the big thing is the no overnight camping, no overnight stalling of animals, and that all animals will be off grounds after the sale on Saturday. The sale is still a go on Saturday, the 25th.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Cherie, can you talk about what's the best way for, I know you guys are disseminating information right now. What's the best way for public to find out about your new schedule? Where can they go?
Yeah, there's information on the Public County Fair Facebook page. The website either has been or will be updated today with the new schedule. And if there's any questions, anybody can reach out to the Public County Extension Office and we can get those answered.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to commend you guys for working so hard to do it for the kids, right? The county fair is 100%, well, not 100%, 99% focused on these kids. And I just thank you very much for being so agile and working so hard to find alternate locations and amend your schedules to make sure that these kids get to, show the fruits of their labor. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, very much. And then we have stuff on just the Pueblo County Facebook page as well, correct? Okay, yeah, thank you guys very much. Do you have the proclamation with you? I was told you were gonna bring it in. Okay, do you want a picture up here or anything? Huh? Somebody can say no if they want. And next year it'll be back in full effect and full force, concerts and all that good stuff. Okay, cool. Thank y'all. Next up, we have a proclamation honoring the 150th anniversary of 8th Street Baptist Church. Is that you?
Just skipped one, sir.
Oh, we
Oh,
have,
did I?
we have mine.
Oh, yep. Next, we recognize July 16th as Breast Cancer Survivors Day.
Thank you, and it's my honor to read this proclamation. Rick Baker also provided us with hats as a reminder, so thank you for that. Today is Breast Cancer Survivors Day, July 16th, 2026. Breast cancer affects millions of individuals and families across the country, touching every community and reminding us of the importance of hope, perseverance, and support. And more than 4 million breast cancer survivors are living in the United States today, representing lives changed through courage, determination, and advances in medical care and the support of loved ones. And whereas breast cancer survivors demonstrate extraordinary strength and resilience as they face diagnosis, treatment, recovery,
and the ongoing physical, emotional, and financial challenges that often accompany their journey. And whereas survivors inspire others by sharing their stories, offering encouragement, raising awareness, and helping newly diagnosed patients find hope during difficult times. And whereas families, friends, caregivers, healthcare professionals, researchers, advocates, and volunteers play an essential role in supporting breast cancer survivors and helping them achieve the best possible outcomes. And whereas advances in screening, early detection, treatment, and research have contributed to significant improvements in survival rates, allowing millions of individuals to celebrate life beyond a breast cancer diagnosis. Now, therefore, we, the City Council of Pueblo, Colorado, by the authority vested in us, do hereby proclaim July 16th, 2026 as Breast Cancer Survivor Day in the city of Pueblo, Colorado. We acknowledge the positive impact their service and example have in our community and encourage the people of Pueblo to attend the Breast Cancer Survivors Day celebration on July 16th, 2026 at the Becky Baker Foundation Survivor Resource Center located in the Pueblo Mall. Let's come together to honor those survivors, remember loved ones, and celebrate the strength and spirit of those whose lives we have been touched by breast cancer. In witness whereof, we hereunto set our hands and cause the seals of the city and county of Pueblo, Colorado to be affixed this 13th day of July 2026, signed Mark Aliff, President of City Council, and Chair Zach Swearingen, Board of County Commissioners. Thank you, Mr. Baker. Would you like a photo?
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything?
May I speak just?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for this very much. My wife obviously was Becky, and one of the last things she said before she passed away was, "I'm just sorry no one's ever going to remember my name." And I promised her no one would forget her name and launched the Becky Baker Foundation. So for the first 7 years of the foundation, we've given away mammograms nationally to any woman who couldn't afford them. We still do that. We've given away about 3,500 nationally. We have a store in the Pueblo Mall, as you mentioned, where if your family's been affected by breast cancer in any way, you can come and shop and everything's free. We've been here 22 months and we've given away $5.6 million in new merchandise to 21,200 Pueblo County and El Paso County families of breast cancer. Unfortunately, the malls decided they want to charge $5,000 a month now for the space. So we can't afford that. So we're looking for a new space for the Survivor Center. But July 16th, we have a band, we have refreshments. Everybody is welcome, whether you've been affected by breast cancer or not. I'd love to have you come by. Appreciate very much you honoring Becky. I promised her no one would forget her name, and you're helping me honor that promise. Thank you.
Thank you so
very
much. And
Well done, sir.
I don't know anybody that hasn't had someone affected by it. My grandmother is one. I have a friend right now that is. So thank you for what you do. I think it's an honor to have people in our community that do what you do to support others. So thank you. Would you like to take a photo with us?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All righty. And last but certainly not least, we have another proclamation honoring the 150th anniversary of the 8th Street Baptist Church on July 12th, 2026. Whereas 8th Street Baptist Church was founded in 1876 by formerly enslaved individuals and pioneers seeking faith and opportunity, making it one of the oldest African American churches in Southern Colorado. And whereas for 150 years, the church has served as a cornerstone of faith, service, leadership, and community engagement in Pueblo County. And whereas 8th Street Baptist Church played a role in advancing equality, including support of the women's suffrage movement, and has continued significantly to the cultural and civic life of our community. And whereas the church's historic significance has been recognized through preservation efforts supported by History Colorado. And whereas the church's 150th anniversary coincides with the 150th anniversary of the state of Colorado, making this a historic milestone for both church and state. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Pueblo County Board of Commissioners proudly recognizes and celebrates the 150th anniversary of 8th Street Baptist Church and hereby proclaims July 12th, 2026 as 8th Street Baptist Church Anniversary Day in Pueblo County. We have Reverend Mack with us today. I just want to extend a personal thank you, sir, for allowing me to be part of the festivities this weekend. Like I told you and a lot of your congregation, the fact that you guys are in Pueblo means a lot to us. You have done so much for the community and so much for our culture, and we really appreciate you. And we honor you for the longevity and the important role you've played in our community. So thank you very much. Why don't you come tell people about the church and anything else you want to say, sir?
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time and opportunity to be here with you this morning. Great weekend. We just trying to recuperate from all the activities. But the 8th Street Baptist Church, like you said, 150 years of celebration. I've had the privilege and opportunity to pastor there the last 28 years. We have closed our doors predicated on the restoration of the History Colorado funding us on 2 separate occasions so far. So there's funding. We have our services now at the university on campus. Hopefully we can be able to encourage the young students who are coming into our city, into our area. Hopefully be an influence to them in reference to what we have here in Pueblo. My wife and I have raised our children here. We're East High parents and got grandkids now who go to South, Central, and East. So it's amazing how God has done so much in the 33 years we've been here in Pueblo. We brought some programs that we'd like to share with you, that way you can share with other members on your board. We also have an opportunity, amen, to also, how should I say this with my wife, be able to be that example for the city in reference to how we want to encourage the history of the church. 150 years ago, it was a difficult time for a minority group of people to try to do the things that they needed to do in a time like that. But I can see how that effort has sustained even to this very day, that we're able to do and encourages communities. So thank you so much for recognizing us, and thank you so much for being able to attend and see how we celebrate what God has given unto us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Very well said.
Reverend Mack, I would just say to you and your congregants how important that heritage of faith is in our community and for it to continue. And I encourage those that have not gone to your church to attend it. It is a place of history, but a place of faith. And I'm a big proponent of that. I think when you think about them coming 150 years ago, that was also community. It was faith, but it was community, and it's where people go to be encouraged. And so thank you so much for reminding us of 150 years of perseverance in a community and being part of our community. What an honor, what a privilege to celebrate with our state. And we are so happy to acknowledge that here at the county, that your church in particular, when I drive down and see it, 8th Street right there on the corner, watching it still stand after all these years and knowing it's going to still be there is really an encouragement to me. And also I would encourage you, we pray every other Tuesday morning to get on that list. I would love for you to offer a prayer for this board as we do encourage prayer in our meetings. So thank you for being here today.
Oh, my wife told me not to forget that we do have a Giftify account that anybody who want to give.
A Giftify?
Giftify,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And, but I'll share that with you later.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you very
Can we
much.
take a picture?
Come on up.
Come on.
We'll take a photo with you. Sorry, Brendan. Here you go.
And if anyone has an event coming up at CSU Pueblo, I would highly recommend the soul food catering menu because that was some of the best food I've ever had at an event in Pueblo. So,
Soul food?
yeah, Jerry did a great job.
That's great. Thank you very much. Well, we will now recess as the Board of County Commissioners and convene as the Pueblo County Board of Equalization and welcome Assessor Beltran.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How is everybody doing today?
Great.
Wonderful.
Okay, so time for the report of protest. Pursuant to CRS 398105, Paren 1, reports of the assessor, I hereby submit the following. 2026 real property assessed value, 2,667,028,684. 2025 real property assessed value, 2,662,378,680. The net difference, 4,655,004. List of all who have appeared before me to protest objection or protest regarding real property and my actions. In each case, there you should have the attachment of 418 people. The total property protest for to the assessor in 2026 was 418. Any questions on the real property?
Oh, sure.
Nope. Cool.
When you throw billions in, we're afraid to ask questions. That's a lot of assessed value.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I know.
Moving on to personal property. Pursuant to CRS 398105, Paren 1, report to the assessor, I hereby submit the following. Request for late filing extensions, we had 5. Personal property protests filed, we have 12. Total BIA accounts that failed to file were 204. Now those BIA cases that we did, they do not have the right to file an abatement or protest since they were BIA. They failed to turn in their information, so they'll have to wait until next year. Any questions on that?
I guess I got one question on just kind of an overview on the previous of with the 4.65 million increase. Is that standard? I mean, is that a big jump? Is that a
That's
insignificant?
about average for
Is
a
it?
reappraisal. I'm sorry, for a intervening year.
Okay.
It's, it's just new construction.
Right.
It's any additions or deletions that we've found. Any increases that we've done for the sale of the property that we've noticed that we've missed something,
Okay.
or we've updated the interior. So that's pretty much average.
Okay.
I think as of this morning, we've had 7 people that have filed to the County Board of Equalization.
7?
7
Ah.
so far.
So, Mr. Beltran, we were presented a list of roughly, 40-ish new abatements. Or were these a result of protest or were these just captured in this cycle? They're just regular?
Either or.
Okay.
Some of those were, you've got to remember that in an intervening year, tax reps and stuff, they wait till that intervening year instead of protesting it in the reappraisal year, because then they get 2 years of payment instead of 1. So
Okay.
there's always a big jump in things that abatements in those years because they do wait.
Okay, thank you, sir. And then when you report out the total abated taxes for a given period, is that across all taxing entities or is that county specific?
That's all taxing entities.
Okay.
So just to clarify, we're not getting billions of dollars in the county. It's going everywhere.
It's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Colorado City, Rye, Boone, Avondale,
Right.
St. Charles, Library City, everywhere.
And looking at the list, I'm seeing some business, some LLC, some of those are on the list as well. It's just a mix of other businesses. What about, CFNI or whatever its name is now, Rocky Mountain Steel? Was there any issue with property tax with them this year that you,
Well, their personal property. I mean, you know, we can't value their personal property on the new mill till they flip the switch.
Okay.
And, it's been that way for,
so that's a pending,
3 years.
yeah.
I don't know where they stand, but if they flip the switch January 15th of 2026, we cannot pick it up till January of 2027.
Okay.
Once January 1st is gone, that's it for flipping the switch part of it. So, we're just waiting to see if they have, and if they've started major production and everything's working, then we will add it on for 2027.
Okay.
But what is being assessed out there is personal property that existed previously and all real property.
Exactly.
Real property.
There's just a lot of stuff on there that still hasn't.
Thank you, Frank.
But that specific property that we're talking about is in a TIF. And so the personal property revenues will not be experienced by the taxing entities until a later date.
Exactly.
All right, sir. I have nothing else.
Yeah, thank you. I'll
Sure.
just take the opportunity to thank you too for, again, all the hard work and the work that is ahead of you and your office with the fires. And so appreciate.
Yeah, and as we stated to the briefing this morning, we busted out. We had 4 teams out there yesterday and busted out Beulah. It was an eye-opening and saddening experience having to talk to these people. We were kind of hoping to get in the day before they let them in, but we got everything done. We have 1 team that's going up to the top of 12 Mile today. We've got Asylum Road to do, and then myself, Michelle, and 2 other people are going to go hit Colorado City, and hopefully we can get that done all today. And then we'll just mop up some stuff as it winds down. So we should be everything that the crisis track has put out there that we've physically looked at and changed some things from minor to destroyed, or from destroyed to minor, but we're reviewing everything.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking with Arnold last night about getting with you, and so.
Yeah, there's some stuff that they've classified as major, and when we look at it, we've downgraded it to minor. And then the outbuildings, a lot of the outbuildings, they were focused on the homes themselves, and so we are logging a lot of the barns, a lot of the utility sheds, a lot of the pole barns that they have out there, and we're removing those. So some of the totals may possibly go up a little bit when we're done.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. We
Thanks, sir.
appreciate you. Okay, we will now recess as the Board of Equalization and reconvene as the Board of County Commissioners. And that'll bring us to our regular agenda, Mr. Hirsch.
Our one regular agenda item, 6A, is a list of abatements, 6AA all the way to 6AOO. The total abated value is $11,927,140. The total abated taxes is $371,582.17.
You guys got anything?
I have no questions on these specific items.
I'm good as well.
Good. Okay, I will ask for a motion to approve item 6A. Want me to read through all of the abatements?
No.
Well, 6A
You
through,
want to get out of here at some point?
I will make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. That'll bring us into commissioner comments.
I'll go first.
Okay.
We have some folks in the room, a lot of our state partners, our local partners. I just wanted to, in this format, thank you guys for everything you've done for our community over the last couple weeks. We really appreciate you. I would encourage folks who are listening right now, as soon as this meeting ends, we're going to go into a work session where we will receive some more robust updates from this team. So I know a lot of people check out during work session, but this would be a very vitally important one to listen to if you want some updates on how this fire has affected the county and kind of where do we go from here as we look forward to recovery. I also wanted to shout out an entity within the county that hasn't gotten much love throughout this. Maybe I think they've privately gotten love because everyone understands how important they've been, but it's our IT department. We have folks who have been in that EOC, working on radios, working on the GIS mapping portion of all of this has been so vitally important to making sure that the public is informed, but also that the folks on the ground can make accurate decisions. GIS is going to play a role in our recovery efforts in a big way with the assessor's office and with our building department. So I want to take a moment to thank all of our IT folks that have been working on this disaster as well behind the scenes. They don't get as much love as the frontline folks, but they have been there night and day, just like a lot of the frontline folks. PuebloEmergency.info is still the place to go as we continue the response, but start to look forward to recovery. PuebloEmergency.info is the best place to go if you have questions, phone numbers to call, volunteers, if you want to volunteer, if you're looking for a place to go pick up laundry soap, we have all the relevant resources listed at PuebloEmergency.info. And thank you very much to Mr. Mestis, to Gail Perez, and our entire PIO team. That communication with the public is a vitally important part of some crisis like this. And I think they've done an excellent job. So thank you guys very much. And there was one more thing I was going to say, but I forgot what it was. So maybe I'll jump out at the end.
Well said, Commissioner.
I do that all.
You'll remember when I'm talking
That's right.
and then you can pop back in. Very well said. And I want to say thank you as well. And thank you for being here for our work session. I look forward to getting that information out to the public. A couple things I wanted to mention just really quick. You mentioned crisis track. The assessor mentioned the crisis track system that we're utilizing with the sheriff's department that flows in with our building department that also flows with our assessor. Our sheriff's department has the most accurate information about property because we have a building department uploading information as well as an assessor. And I think that is probably one of the things I've heard mentioned about Pueblo County that we have that many others do not have, is that ability to show immediately the extent of damage on a property, to see the pictures, to have all of that information available is a pretty incredible thing. And I just want to give a shout, if you're giving shouts out for those unsung heroes, our building department's definitely been one of those, going out, researching, taking photos and doing that hard work. So I would say overall, we have an incredible team at Pueblo County. I think we have so many doing such hard work at every level of this organization, whether they're in the EOC or the clerk's office or the assessor's office or wherever they're located, IT, in every department, HR.
the amount of communication that the incident team has done since they showed up. And I've heard from the public how beneficial those briefings are in the afternoons. And so this will be that same type of longer community meeting that talks about both response and now looking forward to recovery. And I think that's actually it.
You only get one, so.
Okay. Still have work session.
I know. Thank you all. Our next meeting will be July 16th, 2026. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Aye, we are adjourned.